The winter has certainly been the coldest and the snowiest that we've seen in quite some time, and that can impact your mood.
WENY's Candace Cole joins us now with some tips on how to kick the winter blues. Good evening, Candace.
Good evening, Ben and Daryl. Well, it's been a harsh winter so far, and in weather like what we've been seeing, it doesn't take much for people to shy away from going outside or doing much of anything at all.
It's just been a really tiring, long winter.
It's been called the season of sadness. The short, frigid days, along with the snow and overcast skies, have been known to bring on bouts of what some call seasonal depression. Clinically, it's known as seasonal affective disorder, or SAD, and it can seriously put a damper on your mood.
Roughly 3% of the population are really affected by this. Another 15% are affected somewhat. But I think what we're seeing now are people who are even just more depressed because they're not doing the typical things.
According to Psychology Today, seasonal affective disorder affects roughly 10 million Americans, more so women than men, and is more common the farther north you live. It's linked to light deprivation, which usually starts in the fall and lasts throughout the winter.
I think some people are more susceptible to lack of light than others. I would say this year is going to be a little tougher simply again because of how extreme it's been.
According to the Mayo Clinic, symptoms can include feelings of hopelessness, oversleeping, social withdrawal, and an increased craving for carbs, among other symptoms. But you don't have to be clinically diagnosed to feel them.
It really puts you in a bad mood.
Sometimes I've been depressed. There's other days that I just don't want to leave the apartment.
Luckily, there are some things you can do to avoid feeling so down in the dumps.
Maybe you join a gym, maybe you find some piece of equipment or exercise you can do in the house. You need to keep to your routine so that you're feeling more stabilized in your environment.
You can also use light therapy to help get over the winter blues, which has drastically helped 80% of SAD patients, according to Psychology Today. And for more info on seasonal affective disorder and how to treat it, visit us online at WENY.com and click the link in this story. In the studio, Candace Cole, WENY News.